Hi friends! Today I'm filming my sharehouse tour. I'm currently living in Yokohama, Japan, near Kamioka, so it's one of the larger stations. I will show you around and I will tell you a bit more about like the ins and outs after the tour. So let's actually start in my room. So I'm currently next to the door where I have my umbrella and also a bag cover and towel so I don't forget. Also our trash schedule, and then my fridge and freezer. And yeah, some miscellaneous stuff because I gave away a lot of my organization stuff already because I will leave my share house and also Japan in a little bit more than a week. So yeah, I'm currently in the process of getting rid of a lot of things. So it's not as organized as I had it before. So fridge and the freezer and also some cleaning supplies that I had to buy. And then we have the mirror and my sink. And it's really nice that everyone has their own sink, so it won't get as crowded in the bathroom. And then some shower supplies, my wardrobe, which is quite big actually. There are a lot of hangers that I had to buy. And yeah, some of my clothes. And yeah, as I told you, there's not a lot left here because I packed my winter stuff already. And then some of my food stuff that I've left, some miscellaneous stuff that I still kind of have to get rid of. And then also my desk, the window, and my drying rack where I have to dry all the clothes that I wash. We do have dryers, but we have to pay them, so I don't really use them. And then, yeah, from my window I can look right into my neighbor's house. And yeah, there's also kind of a nice view, I would say. And then I have a shelf that I bought myself with a plant that I also bought, of course. And I have some of the books that I'm reading on there and some of my language school books that I still have left here in Japan. And then my bed and laundry, trash, things that I have to get rid of as well, and my suitcase, which I'm already starting to pack. So now let's go outside. So there are 5 other rooms except mine. And to the other side we have a balcony. Or it's more like a terrace, you could say. And we have a very nice view. And it's actually pretty big. And then we have our shower room with the obligatory warning. And then no hair dyeing, otherwise the wall and floor is dye. Perfect English, of course. And then, yeah, normal shower, cabin, hairdryer, things to put your clothes. I guess your dirty clothes, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's quite handy. Small, but enough. And then we have the toilet, and we have a bathroom sink, and also 2 identical toilets. So they're the electrical toilets, which is very nice, especially in winter when the seat is warm. I feel like now sometimes the seat is warm, but it's 30 degrees outside, so then it's kind of disgusting. So let's go to the first floor because I'm in the second floor right now. Also, the view here is very, very nice. There's kind of a little farm. More toilets. Another shower. Another balcony. And another sink. And actually, there's a bath, which I didn't know we had until I looked at the building plan today. So I could have used that in winter, but I never knew it existed. So now we are in the, how do you say, on the ground floor. And there we have another toilet, but this time only one. And we have the staff room, which is locked. We have the washing room. So we have 3 washing machines and 2 dryers. And also ironing boards and yeah, an iron. And then here's the living room. And we actually have a smoking room that only one person uses. And yeah, there's a TV, couch, 2 tables, and then 2 identical kitchens. So it's kind of handy when multiple people are in here and we all want to cook, that you basically have double the space. And then we have all the food bins for every room. Everyone has like a little food bin, so you don't always have to carry the basic stuff like spices and oil up and down. And then there are 2 rice cookers, all of our trash, and then another oven, like a tiny, kind of like a toaster oven, I guess. It's not a real oven, unfortunately. And then a lot of plates and stuff. Actually, a little machine where you can make like sandwiches with and donuts and stuff. I always wanted to use it, but to be honest, I never ended up using it. And then also there's a oven / microwave, but making a cake inside is not that great. Usually it's still very moist and it doesn't get dry. And a microwave and 2 kettles, and yeah, all of our towels and stuff. And then there's the cinema, or theater room as they call it. And let's see if where's the light? So it's a very tiny room, but yeah, it's kind of nice. The sofa is a bit dirty, which is not the best feeling, to be honest. But yeah, you can watch TV, or not TV, you can watch your own movies when you bring your own laptop with the projector. And there's also a guitar in here, so if you like to play the guitar, you're free. If you have also another instrument that you brought, for example, you can just play it in here. And then there's the entrance and the gym with a treadmill that's not working, and the new treadmill which has been lying here for 4 months, but no one builds it because the staff apparently doesn't have time for that, which is super annoying. And then there is more equipment, so I don't know how to call it in English, but you can see for yourself, and 2 balls and a rack, I guess. Sorry, I do weightlifting, but never in English, so I have no idea how those things are called, but they're weights. That I do know. And yeah, pretty big mirror. Also a scale. And then there's the last room, which is a library. So there are 2 chairs and a very narrow table. And then there's a bigger table and a tatami section of the room, I guess you could call it. And yeah, here I spent a lot of time working. It's very cozy, and there are also a lot of books that you can read, a lot of manga you can read, English and mostly Japanese, and also some games like Jenga and Betrayal on the House of the Hill, I think it's called, which kind of is ironic because our house is a house on a hill. So kind of fitting. So, and then at the entrance we have our shoe cupboards and some shoes lying around. And then there's the door, you can only enter with the code. And there are boxes where if we get the parcel but we're not home, they can put it in there, we will get the code and we can just take it out when we are back home. So very nice. And then let's see on the outside. So here are also all the letter boxes. And then you can park your bikes here, for example. And yeah, there's the way you walk if you want to go outside. And that's a house. Let's go inside again and I will talk a bit more about the house. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of the house and I thought I would answer some questions that you might have. As I told you before, I live in Yokohama, near Kamioka, and it's very handy to live here. I feel like the house is not as handy when it comes to location because when I go to the station it takes me about like 12 minutes. But when I come back, more like 20, because as I told you during the tour, our house lies on a hill. It's a walk back home. Sometimes it's very annoying, especially now that it's very warm, as you can see, because I'm sweating because I turned off the aircon, so you don't have to hear the humming in the background. It's a bit annoying sometimes, but it's also very quiet. No city noises, no loud neighbors, no anything. So for that, it's actually very nice. And when it comes to rent, I'm paying 76,000 yen a month, which is about 450 euros or 520 US dollars, which is fine, I guess. When I compare it to Germany, it was a few years ago, but I had my own apartment, which was 20 square meters with a little kitchen and a tiny bathroom. And I think I paid 510 euros maybe, so 60 euros more than here. And this was a few years ago, so I guess it's more expensive now. So I feel like it's actually quite a good price, especially because you have quite a big area downstairs with the cinema and also the library and also the gym. Even though, as I told you before, the treadmill doesn't work, which I'm very annoyed by. But it's still nice to have, and you don't have to pay extra money to get into a gym. Or like me, if you have tattoos, you don't have an easy time getting into a gym, except for if you cover them up. But I don't want to exercise with completely long clothes in summer when it's very warm outside. So it's nice to have the ability to have your own gym at home and to be there just any time of the day independently. You don't have to go anywhere, so it's very handy. My room is about 13 square meter, and in the entire house there are 14 rooms, if I'm not mistaken, where people can move in, and 15 people live here because there's one married couple that lives in one room, which is... No, wait, there are 16 people because there are 2 married couples that live here. I forgot one. I don't know how they do it, to be honest, but apparently people do that and it's allowed. You have to pay an extra 20,000 yen for another person if they stay more than 3 nights per month. So we are 16 people actually, but I have to say it doesn't feel like 16 people because some people I rarely see. One person that lives on my floor, I saw her 3 times in 9 months, which is crazy, and only just while passing, so never in the kitchen or any other community room. I just saw her coming from work or going to work. I don't even know her name. So some people are very anonymous here, and actually people talk less and want to socialize less than I thought. But it's also kind of nice if you want to have your own space and you don't want to talk a lot, which I feel also. So sometimes it's nice to just have your own mental space, I guess. But I couldn't really practice a lot of Japanese here because, yeah, as I told you, people don't really talk that much. And they're, I think, almost half Japanese, half foreigners living in this house. And when I came here, I was one of the only foreigners, at least one of the only Europeans. There were 2 Chinese people, and except that, there were only Japanese people, but the longer I lived here, the more it changed. And now there are a few Europeans, there are a few people from South America, still one of the Chinese people, and yeah, otherwise, I think mostly Japanese people. So, oh, and one person from New Zealand. So there's a white mix, I guess. And most people are in their 20s, 30s. But we also have 2 people who are in their 50s, which is also kind of interesting because one of them is very nice. And even though we don't talk a lot, she's always very friendly, like a mother, kind of. And sometimes when I left the house, she was like, oh, are you sure you don't want to take a jacket? It looks cold outside. So it was very cute. One of the things that I didn't like as much was that some of the things broke a few times. For example, my aircon in my room broke 2 times, or at least it was not usable 2 times. And once before winter hit, and it was so cold, and then I requested a portable heater, which I got, because the house is not very well insulated, as every Japanese house, mostly. And the second time it broke in May, so shortly before it got very, very warm, and I'm very happy that it works now, because it's so warm in here when I don't have it on. And then the treadmill broke, and they haven't fixed it yet, and I asked them, I think, like 5 times, because I moved in here because they had one, and then I couldn't really use it because it broke in maybe December, and then it took them like 2 months to order one, and then I was like, oh yeah, finally a treadmill, and yeah, still not usable, which is frustrating because it's so warm outside and I can't really run in this heat. But yeah, shogunai. And then also a microwave broke and also a washing machine. But the microwave, we got the replacement on the next day. And for the washing machine, I think it took like 2 weeks maybe. And then we got a new one. So this was quite fast. But yeah, all in all, I'm still happy that I moved in here because I really like my room. And the people are kind of nice. At least we're saying hello to each other and it's quiet. Can recommend. And what I forgot to mention, the company that owns the house is called Oak House, and they have quite a few houses in Yokohama and also Tokyo and also other cities, I believe. And if you're also interested in moving maybe into an Oak House, I will leave you the affiliate link down below and you will get a little discount. I'm not quite sure how much it is. I will put it on the screen afterwards. Let me know in the comments below if you like the house. Would you like to live here yourself, or would you like to live somewhere completely different? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to stay updated on how life is going back in Germany with studying Japanese and everything else that will be unfolding maybe. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye!